Good morning and welcome to Paul T's World in Zone 9A, where it absolutely never snows. It was such a gorgeous morning this morning, and so I decided to put the drone up and see if we can get some aerial pictures of the garden to give you a good idea of the layout of my garden, because I'm usually shooting close-ups.
So now I'm going to show you the whole garden. In this top-down view, the front garden is to the right, with the pergola and the back garden over on the left. The front garden and the front of the house face southeast. The beech hedge runs along the whole length of the property. It's about 8 feet high and 200 feet long. Because there are such a number of different beds, I have a name for them all. The front garden. Mature shrubs and 3 or 4 trees form a thick border inside the privet hedge which runs alongside the road. I planted 2 trees in the lawn, a small, very pretty Juneberry tree and a large dogwood. I curved out the straight bed to the right and planted azaleas for spring colour. The lawn now slopes upwards towards a terrace full of evergreen plants and trees to give structure in the winter. This includes rhododendrons, camellias, choicea and a yellow euonymus. The azalea bed is mostly evergreens with some deciduous azaleas. Between the house and the hedge I have my potted cuttings area and the vegetable patches. A large viburnum forms an evergreen thick archway and windbreak to lead onto the patio at the back. Planted in the patio is a large lacecap hydrangea and a red camellia. Passing over the dahlia bed we have the rowan tree with its red berries and the pond with the tropical border I planted up last May. Lining the end of the garden is the large silver birch trees and the sweet gum. Back to the front garden to show the sloping lawn, pathway and the general structure of the garden with a good proportion of evergreen shrubs and trees. I widened this bed to incorporate the paniculata hydrangeas and the wedding cake tree, which was in the lawn. I planted the larger hydrangeas at the front and smaller ones as the bed thins towards the top. Set off with a low sandstone wall are the dwarf rhododendrons and pieris. They all flower in the spring. The pond has frozen over for the second time this winter. That's already twice more than last year. It's about 11 feet by 7, or just over 3 by 2 meters. Of all the tropical plants around my pond, only the palm tree has kept its leaves. There's a nice Japanese willow at the back of the pond and a self-sown hawthorn tree. A privet hedge runs along the left-hand side of the garden and the beech hedge along the right. We can easily see here the shape of the lawn bed, with the shed bed, well, alongside the shed.
Because I'm lucky enough to have a fairly large garden, I do have a number of different borders, flower beds and areas to the garden. So I hope this aerial view of my garden has given you a good idea of where everything is. And I'll see you next time in Paul T's World. Bye.